So you've clicked on this video because you're stuck in Diamond, and I have so many tips to share with you in this video to get out. So let's get into it. Diamond is the last rank in Fortnite before you start to verse some of the best players in your region. It has 3 stages, Diamonds 1, 2, and 3, making it a lot harder to progress through than most of the ranks. I'll break down how you can go from being stuck in Diamond to making your way to Elite and beyond in Season 3. Before we get into these points, if you guys could help me get to 2,000 subs, that would be really great as we're growing a lot right now and that would be a big milestone for me. Alright, so my first point is experience. With all the new mechanics and items this season, there's a lot more unexpected things to die to, such as random flying cars or the mythic gauntlets, as it's a really chaotic season. A couple of ways you can get around this thing is having good map awareness and being able to stay calm when you're playing, and being able to play well under pressure. If you're relaxed and you're playing like normal while under pressure, you're going to be making better decisions and you're going to be aiming and fighting a lot better. Your mind's not going to be clouded, you're going to know what moves you want to do, as well as combining this with good map awareness, helping you know what's around you so you can learn to escape or push in different scenarios. These are really going to help you when you're trying to learn how to pick fights. You'll see this next part in a lot of typical how to rank up videos, but hear me out here. Learning a low-key drop spots with the ins and outs, a full loadout with mats, shotgun, and everything you need to fight with only a couple of minutes of looting. It doesn't sound like it'll make a big difference, but if you can get out of there pretty quickly and you have loot quicker than everyone else, it's going to give you a better chance if you run into an earlier fight, which you'll probably need to do to get some percentage in Diamond. If you can find a drop spot that gives you a 90% chance of surviving with great loot and materials, you would probably take it, no? The reason I think this point is really important is because, especially this season, when you're going up against crazy items that you can die to very random reasons that honestly aren't your fault, every little advantage is probably going to help you out, as dying off spawn in Diamond will hurt your percentage more than playing it consistently. This brings me to my second point, which is skill gap. As I said before, Diamonds has 3 different individual ranks, which means you will most likely be taking longer to rank up through these 3 ranks than being one rank such as Elite or Champion. The reason these ranks are a lot higher is they do require more percentage to progress through, and you're also versing harder players that have already beat Diamond. But that does not mean Diamond is easy still. The reason Diamond is so difficult for a lot of people is that the elite players sometimes trickle into the rank and you can still get a really unlucky lobby with this matchmaking. In some cases, if you're playing with a duo partner, it can put you into games with elite lobbies, and that means you get into Unreal games. And in the 3 ranks of Diamond, there is just a very large skill gap in general, as Diamond 1 players versus Plat players and Diamonds. But as soon as you get to Diamond 2 and 3, you get put into lobbies with high Diamonds, elites, and like I said just before, potentially Unreal players. And this outlines who has more experience with the game. So if you're warming up and practicing every day, you're going to most likely make it to high Diamond, elite pretty easily, compared to someone who plays casually and is not really familiar with the meta and how things work. That's where the skill gap gets created, and most of the time this separates a lot of players because as each rank above Diamond 2 gets a lot harder to progress through, from Diamond 3 being quite hard, Elite getting even harder, Champion is the most hard to progress through, and Unreal you can't drop out of, as you know, but it's very hard to climb to number 1 rank as there's only one spot for it. It's not like everyone can get there. My third point is playstyles and modes. So pick your own playstyle. If you know you and a duo genuinely play well 80% of your game, dropping 7 to 10 kills at the end of the game and making it to end game, try hot dropping in lower Diamond, then transitioning to less contested drops as you get towards Diamond 3 and Elite. But listen to me now, solos is by far the best mode for gaining percentage, which is actually pretty fair. I kind of like the way that this is the best way to gain percentage, even though I prefer playing with friends, because you only have yourself to rely on. So if you're playing in solos and you're able to not die off spawn and get kills, it shows that you're improving and that you're a better player than most people. This also gives you a lot more percentage because it doesn't have to split them up between the team and you don't have to fight as many people. So if you play by taking picks and going in, maybe third partying, as much as I hate it, third partying is a really good way to rank up. And the sad thing is, third parties usually win the fight. But if you need some motivation to play, especially this season, I definitely need some. So try play with some duos or trios to rank up, because if you're playing with your friends, you're most likely to stay on and push your way to Elite. That's wrapping up this video. Hopefully this helps you out. and will help you rank up to elite. Like and sub to push this video out, so I see you again and have a good one.